They're back in.
Oh, it say it live.
It came back in now.
Okay, it's back in now.
Okay, it say live.
Okay.
How are you, Leo?
I'm good, you know. It's good to see you guys. I didn't know that
Okay.
I was killing the stream when I came on onto another computer because I was on my phone, and I hope people are getting to come back online. So
Well, it shows me that but I'm on Jamaicans.com. I went to check it, but it's not giving me a live stream. It's showing me a recording of 31 minutes.
okay, well that's a different stream now. We're gonna look at. Just go down further or
So
up
you have to
further.
go. Yeah, and try
Yeah,
go back on. 'Cause
I
it
got.
said
Okay, let me
Mike
send
said
it.
we're live.
They're coming back in now. They're coming back in.
Okay, Lauren said yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
Okay.
everybody for being faithful. But how many see the other platforms on here? Marlon said
Okay.
hello. Welcome, Marlon. Good morning.
All right.
So we're
Okay.
back.
So where's the chat on it? Because I'm not seeing the chat on this now.
It would be on this side. It depends on how you set up your camera. It
Okay,
would
fine.
be on this side.
Yeah. Lauren said, yeah, we're back, we're back. And Marlon says hi. Hi, Marlon. Hi, it's
Yeah.
good to hear you. What happened to Tavares and the other boyfriends who were following Michelle? I don't understand. Where are they?
Yeah, because Michelle stop come, then stop come too.
I
Tell our unique following, you know.
I
Yeah.
lie.
So then when they come on, they want to see pretty face. Then I want to see a full kind of ugly face.
do there is that,
They
you
go out
know.
there.
Whatever. Well, thanks for making my head swell.
Leo, we were talking about the murderation in Clarendon and the impact that some persons commented about the impact that it's had on just them mentally. Scary for some, frightening for others. What are your view on it? You heard about it?
Yeah, I did. You know, it's hard to follow the amount of kind of murders that take place in Jamaica.
Mm.
As soon as you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going something going to lick off this off of the front page because something else happened. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
So if you continue to follow, to me, it now get no worse and not get no better.
So it does go on in circles.
Yeah, we're just going around in circles, and so if you continue to follow it, you're going to get freeder and freeder and no one go back to Jamaica. So my thing is I follow policy. What are the policies that government do to help this? And to be honest with you, they don't do a lot to help the situation. They talk, and then nothing at all happens. And so when they come out, they go and embrace the victims' parents and love them up and make them feel like say, and then tomorrow is a different day. You know, a different family come and get hurt again, and it starts over, keep going on and on. So I don't really follow a lot of the murders. It's best for me to just follow the statistics.
All right. But we have to follow the murder because that is what we live in Jamaica. For those of us who live in Jamaica, and like one somebody who is on Pat Gill shared that there's somebody who had booked travel to visit Jamaica as a tourist come Christmas, and now the person really saying, well, looking to her to say, what can I do? Because here is this article. She
Yeah,
says
the
that
way the government
she
look
never
on that.
even knew that
the-
such a thing had happened, and she had to go check the news herself.
So the
Uh,
way the government look at that, Diana. All right,
uh-huh.
so come, somebody else will sign up and come. you know, it's,
Yeah,
it's,
that is true. Because I was
it's
reading an article where they
you know,
said,
No man, hold that thought a little bit. It cannot be real. It
it's
cannot
no,
be
true.
but that's
real.
true.
It's
But
No,
true.
it
but it's true
cannot be
though,
real
because
but
that
there
was
is
the
no intention to
argument.
solve the matter.
It's not
Well,
gonna be
depends on what
resolved.
area, because I don't think, because it's not in the tourist area. To me, this is my opinion, not anybody. Tourist areas are good. So when tourists and visitors come, they don't really experience what normal Jamaican experience. But I did
Mm.
see an article where they were talking, I glanced it though, but they were talking about how the US have us at certain levels with crime.
They bring it down.
And yeah, they bring it down a little, but they said they need to be brought down more. But
Mm.
then they were saying, but the tourism industry keep highlighting that they keep just saying that we have all these visitors coming, millions coming in, millions coming in. So then they're saying no, people are moving away from Jamaica and going to other areas. So like Jamaica have to be reducing the price of hotels. And so then you see a lot of sales on airlines coming in. So that's why the numbers are, keep going
But
up.
what happened
But
is
people,
in that industry, you see, what they're talking about is the consolidators, right? So there are consolidators of tourism who go out and sell. They live in America or in England or whatever, and they will sell Jamaica independently of other countries, right?
hmm
But one of the problems with Jamaica fight against all day long is that a lot of these consolidators sell Hawaii, less crime, more fun,
yeah,
and they sell. So what Jamaica is trying to do is to get those same consolidators to give them a share of what they're selling in Hawaii and so forth. So when America says, send out an advisory and say Jamaica not doing well criminally, those guys who are the consolidators just stop selling Jamaica and they just
hmm
concentrate on Hawaii.
yeah. I think that was what the guy was said. Like they
And
just book
so,
other places.
and so what happened then? Jamaicans are the ones that are holding up our country in terms of tourism because we go home no matter whatever the
Yeah,
situation, we're still going home.
yeah.
And
And
so like,
locals book. They say locals are booking the hotels now
yeah,
because
and
it's
locals book
cheapest.
the
So they
hotels
just
and
book the
and so
hotel.
forth. And so yeah, if you don't go, then somebody else will go. That's just the way they look at it.
Yeah,
They look at the numbers at the end of the year. If a 4 million people come to Jamaica, or a 2 million, or a 3 million, they don't look to see who it is. They look to just make sure they have the
yeah.
numbers are there.
Yeah, and then you see
So,
you have these major events where people go to Jamaica. I just say Brit Weekend done. So like everybody was in Ocho Rios, everything sell out. Then remember you have Cartel show coming in December. So even though this person is complaining, everybody looking to book their ticket now to go to the Cartel show December 31st. So like all of those tourists coming in. So yes, saying it really matter to them. They're making money.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm like Leo too. That's why when you asked me earlier, I'm like, really that impactful to me when me hear like,
Right, because
the
when you go up
murder.
on the North Coast, it doesn't happen on the North Coast that often.
Yeah,
It
it
happens
doesn't.
in Chilla, in
You're quick to want to call Chilani name. Try your best.
that means
yes,
Clarendon
ma'am.
and Manchester and St.
That mean I
Elizabeth
said Mary. That
and,
mean I said Mary.
Chilla and
Let
St.
me tell
Thomas.
you, me can't even take shame and defend Clarendon, because me no know
Yeah.
Clarendon really, really
Are
need
they
to.
looking to develop Clarendon? Because it kind of weird. There's all these
Once
crime.
upon a time, when I was growing up, we never used to hear about Clarendon.
No, I never did.
Yeah, the
It
only
never
thing,
popular.
only when football season come around, you hear about Clarendon College or you hear about Veer, right? But then, this other big parish didn't exist for us. So all of a sudden now, then take lead and then get jealous and say, I feel with time now, right?
No, me think say what happened that a whole lot of people who they left country and go town and then town a run bad and hot now then start spread out into the country into the adjoining parishes. And so you say some of them go St. Catherine and then some of them spill over and gone at Clarendon, but Manchester too far, so then nobody go so far. That is my theory. That is my perception,
That's
and I'm
your theory.
sticking
All right,
to
all right, all right.
it.
Yeah,
That's what
so so it kind of sad though, but hopefully they can fix the problem.
I say.
I'm
Hopefully.
sorry to minimize what the real reality is, but to be honest with you, I don't think the government of Jamaica doing much about stemming crime. I really don't. I don't think they're doing enough to stem crime. It gets worse every year. If you look at the numbers, the murder rates, if you look at the murder numbers from 2010
What
to
have the
20,
numbers been? Now, let us speak numbers. Do you by any chance, Leo, have any numbers that
They
you can
publishing
share?
numbers
of course,
because
man. You're talking about murders. I
Yes.
can I can give you I can
What
give
are
you
the
from
numbers? So we can
1963
put
until
things in
now.
perspective so that nobody don't come lock us up and say that we're saying. Let us put things in perspective.
Well, the
All
only
right.
thing I
So
may say, let me hear you. Because the only thing I see them
go
put
ahead. Go
out, I
ahead. Go
say,
ahead. Go ahead.
oh,
Go ahead.
no, the only thing I see them put out is that other crimes are keep dipping. I'm like, why didn't I keep mentioning the murder? So talk
All
So
right.
other
about,
so other criminal activities declining.
So number
yeah.
of murders. Let me give you some numbers.
Yeah.
Number of murders according to statistic organization in Jamaica. In
Statin.
2011 there were 1100 murders. 2012, sorry, 1133. 2012 saw 1102. It reduced a little bit.
Mhm.
2013 went up to 1202. 2014 came back down. It was 1005.
Mhm.
2015, 1208. 2016, 1354. And from 2016 to 2022, it kept going up and up. In 2022, it was 1,498, almost 1,500 murders. Right?
Mhm.
2023, it went back down to 1,393, 100 less. Right? But
Mhm.
the number is still high.
105.
Yeah. If you look back
Uh,
in 1963, when we just became independence, there
Mhm.
were only 63 murders across the island.
yeah,
Mhm.
but people change and
In
things change. A
1980, there was 800. And
a
so,
different breed of people now.
yeah, it, to me, if you want to talk about reducing murder, you have to talk about reducing that, like it's going up right now. It's going up from them all the way up. I want to see it going down over the years, and then I say murders are declining. But you can't have it keep going up and up and up, and you're talking about it.
But they kind of study with all the new modern technology and everything that they're introducing, the crime going up. So it doesn't have to do with
We
the
don't have
people.
modern technology in Jamaica. We have
Well,
What
they
is
modern
that
have,
technology.
modern
they
technology?
keep,
Oh, you must say that.
We
they
have
do.
modern
There is no
technology in a
modern.
little piece, in a little segment of Jamaica. That does not help. The modern technology that we have surrounds where the commissioner of police office is. That's where the modern technology is. So they can speak on that. But no, murder does not take place this up. Murder does take place in a Clarendon. They know where all of the hotspots are because I've seen it. They're not different spots in Jamaica. And if they put resources in these hotspots, they will get reduction in murder, but they're not doing that. You're not going out to learn how to handle hotspots. You're not going out to
I
learn
don't know
about,
that we can say that. I think that the police would tell us that they are on the ground.
oh, they're going to tell you anything.
Shortly after, no, hold on, shortly after this incident in Clarendon, they have been able to arrest 6 suspects. Shortly after, there was a threat by
But what?
somebody
He
on
have
on
mental
online.
illness.
They were
He
on
come
in
from
TikTok
Mandeville.
or whatever is that platform. They were able to do it. So I think that the technology is there
Uh,
and being
Diana,
used, and it's
there
a
were there was how much ton of cocaine picked up a couple of weeks ago. We don't know who
in
they were. There was
yes.
whole
So
tons.
there was this raid over
Every
in
time these raids take place, there's never anybody's name attached to these raids. Why you have picked it up for? Because
but that
these
don't
raids
have
could
nothing to do with the technology.
I
Is
mean,
is
what the technology are doing?
is the is probably the
What is it?
Michelle, what is the term? How straightforward and honesty or
How they utilize the technology, but because there is
yes,
technology, because they have the resources, they are given the resources. The US invests a lot of money for them
yes,
because they want to solve the drug problem.
yes,
Where obviously that's why they maybe find the drugs. But the thing is
yes.
that who is using and responsible for this technology?
With
How
the
are they using
transparency
it?
of the information that is shared, that's
Exactly.
the word I was
Because
looking
look like with Clarendon, when they come out and they said, all right, they got these the
for.
intel
Info.
about it. Then
Yes.
they say, oh, somebody in the department leaked the information. So yes, somebody have access to this technology and leak the information. So it's
Mm-hmm.
how they use it. They have the resources. They have bulletproof vests. They have cameras. They have boat. They have helicopter. They have all these things. Yesterday videos when they show Auntie wife join them with all these helicopters and everything. They do have it, but how they utilize it.
Mm-hmm.
What are they think?
And looking at the matter of the raid and the cocaine bust, is the transparency that is always what is absent. And unfortunately, Leo, it depends on which echelon of the society you belong to.
But
Clearly, these
how are we
infiltrators
handling
and
crime that way?
suspects, they
My
can be named and the others can be named. I don't
I
know.
did think exactly. How do you handle crime? Because
But
the
I
way
don't
the
have nothing to
way
do with
the way
technology. It's about transparency and justice.
the way to reduce crime is to develop a great deterrent society, a society that that fears the police and what the police can do, fear the justice system and law enforcement and the court system and the prison system. They the society have to have respect for those, and if they don't have respect for it, then there's no deterrent.
Sorry. When Leo jumped off, I think we lost a number of people, and I don't know how to get them back
They'll
here.
come back. Don't worry about it. They'll come back.
Yeah, they come back. I know
Yeah,
find it. But
yeah.
yeah, but the thing is that um I think Leah is right and you're also right. It kind of sad, but obviously little frustration because obviously if we're not getting anywhere, what technology we have? You know what I mean? We see time and time again they're sending personnel like from the force to go different countries like China to get training, the US to get training and say they're gonna bring back that technology to Jamaica to utilize it. You do see them say they come back and then you're saying what is happening. But it has to be fixed. We know that much, and what they're doing is not working. But it could just say, like a while ago, it's where the commissioner live because they did say that in Montego Bay, St. James, they have put a stem on the murders in St. James. So why can't they figure out if they could figure out what work in St. James, like the other hot spots, why don't they just go into those hot spots and try to see if they
So
can
Michelle,
replicate it?
when if last year you had 1,500 murders and this year you have 1,400, that's not a dump
It's
on
not a big dent
anything.
at all.
No, that's what they're
Yeah.
bragging though, that we have 100 less murder this year. But I don't know what the figures are going to be at the end of the year and next year and everything. I want to see a trend downwards each year
We
so that
do.
we can see what when New York says we have the highest murder rate in the world in the 1992, they set out to do something that's going to impact people's lives and create the deterrent that they need. From 1992, 2,600 murders a year in a New York to 2013, there were
Wow.
300 a year. From 2,600
Well,
a
that's
year to
good.
300 a year, that's trending down. You understand? So they did something intentional. They applied a particular type of whatever
Aggressive policing.
whatever it is that they applied, right? And it worked. And they could see it year by year that it was trending down, 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 down. But we have no right to be bragging about something like this. We
But
have
who
no
that
right to
brag?
be.
They really that brag?
Yes, they are. Every day,
Oh,
when they come, oh, murders are down from. Who wants to hear that? I want to see it.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, because the only thing we see them and say I
When this
like
thing
minor
happened,
crime.
it wasn't a year ago we saw one kid kill five of his family members. Same place
That's what
in
I say like
Florida.
it consistent with always like a bunch of people. So it
Mm.
kinda like it's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. But
where do you go with that? It's almost not even worth talking about because you know that tomorrow something else is going to happen again and then
I don't know. Well, for me, I can't dismiss it and say it's not worth talking about. It's something that is of concern, not just for people from Carnon, but for the wider society. Because when it begins to impact people's decision to travel or not to travel, or do I live in Jamaica or not live in Jamaica, um, it impacting a whole heap of your psyche, it occupying a whole heap of your space. Um, when you're
so
going
can I
to
ask one
move,
question?
sure.
Before this incident, were you well, you live at Jamaica, but I'm sure a lot of people were saying they would not go back to Jamaica to live. Other retirees were saying they would not be in Jamaica. So I
Mhm.
don't think they clarify. I know it's your hometown, but I'm saying like it more touching to you, but this is like a thing already where
you
people
should
just
that
refuse to
not
go
stop
back
me
to
from go back to
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
No,
Yes.
like other people, like they're saying they would not, because people already have said
Yeah.
that people they said the
They will
crime
they
rate
will
and
only
everything.
fake
So
just for now until it
yes,
calm down, and then they're all right again.
yeah.
No,
But people know where to go.
the truth is, Michelle, that a lot of them have probably struggled with, do I go back to Jamaica? Do I? And some do go to Jamaica, but a lot of them have experiences that make them pack up and go right back
Another
where they're coming
family.
from.
Another family. They
Yes,
happy
Sure.
with the people.
yes, a lot of them pack up and they come to Jamaica
Because you know
because they
what?
can resist it, and then them just have to leave again and go back overseas.
Yeah, but you know what happened like right after that murder? But I
Mm,
don't see a lot of people talking where they went into another community in Kingston and shot up a mother in front of her children and shot the
mm-mm,
little child. So it kind of
mm-mm,
like the next day, I think it was the next day or the next night or the same night. So it kind of
mm,
like it consistent. So it
mm-hmm.
kind of like I said as I'm with Leo, like it
With
just a part of life, you know.
yeah,
But we don't
with
have to like
1,300,
try fix it.
yeah, with almost 1,400 murders last year, 4.1 million Jamaicans still, I mean, visitors still go to Jamaica, and we're on the same trajectory for 2024 to make that 4 million visitors again. So it's not really, you know,
So don't concern yourself that you could have been 50% ahead of that number.
no.
Just be comfortable that you
No,
continue in this.
we don't even have we don't even have the resources to handle those four. If it's 5 or 6 million jump this year, it's gonna be too much. We have to take it 100,000 at a time. No,
Mhm.
nothing, no big jump. But I'm just saying it did not impact because last year America sent out an advisory that brought down their whatever it called. The advisory was from 4 to 3, and
Mhm.
all of Jamaica, everybody aware about Jamaica, and Jamaica still went over and above what it did in 2022 and 2021.
Right, but for me, I still take no comfort in it because it could be that you could have done better if you know, if the others who
So,
would
so
come.
what's the implication of doing better there, Diana? What would happen? Is it that we're going to all of a sudden be better at controlling crime, or we're going to be better at spending the money that we get? What's the implication? Because I don't care one way or the other.
I mean, you don't care one way or the other.
Yeah, I
And
don't
that's
care if if we had 4 million visitors this year and 6 million next year. I don't really care because the
yeah, but
money is
I
still going
care
to
if
be
we have
going in the
four
wrong
million
place.
this year and we have 6 million next year because it means that the economy is growing. It means that it would impact the
No,
GDP. It
that
means
there are
that
more
the
people
government
leaving the country to go back to America.
they're better able to address the social ills within the society. It means that there's more money to fight crime and
That's
there's
not
more money for
true. There's no
education.
correlation there.
How much more
Yes,
money if you
but that's
send
what
to
it means
Jamaica
for
to fight
me. You're
crime?
asking what it means, and why? How can you say that there's no correlation? If they have more money to
Correlation
spend,
between
then it's
what?
more social issues they can address.
Hold on there. When they
Yeah,
do a whole show, can I say something? When they do a
yeah.
whole show, when they say they send millions of dollars to do the same thing, and they don't
Same.
know what
It
happened, the
just go
money
to waste.
disappear.
It
So
just
that's a
going
total
in a
waste.
dark hole. That's my point.
Yeah. So the
So
results when come
But
out,
I
they do the
can't give up. Well,
investigation.
call me a bleeding heart because I just cannot give up.
No, you're not like giving up.
I'm
It's just that
bleeding.
they need to find. I don't think it's giving up. It's just that they need to find another way. If
no,
what they're
here's
doing
an
isn't
argument.
working, find something that works. Figure
Here's
it
an
out.
argument from Paulette Chambers. She says a lot of Jamaicans changed their mind about retiring. That's totally different
Long
from
time.
that's, huh?
Oh, you
Long
mean
time
it's
people
totally
still not
different?
retire.
To retire in Jamaica is different from visiting Jamaica. To
It
retire in
is
Jamaica is
to
different
live
from
there.
visiting Jamaica. So no, I would go with that argument, Paulette, all day long that people are refusing to retire in Jamaica because of that, but
Okay.
they're not refusing to go back home for a
A
week or
visit.
two.
Not to be honest, a lot of people are not going back to visit, depending on
Yeah,
the
they're
area
not
too.
going to
Like a
visit.
lot of
It's
people
not a dumb rep.
say, you know what? If I go to Jamaica, I'm going to stay at a hotel. I'm not going to my community. A lot of people will do that. Because they will go to a hotel. That's why I guess hotel numbers, increase. Because even people I see traveling down, it's a hotel they stay. They don't go to their families. They don't go there anymore. So yeah, it kind of like they're visiting, but they're in a safe place.
Help me,
That's a safe place to them. Let me read
Help
some
me, Fenton
comments.
Armstrong. He said this brother seem not care one oot about crime. What do you mean by that?
All right, let me
Oh,
see.
Which brother?
let me read the comment them.
Yeah.
Maybe when
Leo,
blood brother that you
please
actually.
share.
Explain the
Let me
yeah,
read some
explain
comments.
that.
Leo,
Lauren
can you share
said,
the link for me?
everyone, Lauren said, everyone share this. Lauren
Yeah.
said, maybe they just stay at your resort, tourists. Yeah, that's not what they do. Marlon said, Trelawney is nice.
No,
Exactly.
I'm going
Tell
to
him,
sit down.
Michelle. We can walk freely. Tell them. Paulette said, a lot of Jamaicans change their minds about retiring in Jamaica. That is true. Fenton Armstrong said, this brother Steve not care one hoot about crime.
What do you mean by that,
Not in
Fenton?
defense. I guess because
I
he's
don't
so
think I'm in
nonchalant.
that man. That's somebody else in that.
Oh,
Mm.
I
well,
think
me
I know
not
what
here,
you
me not defend you, but
Exactly.
but a lot of people get nonchalant about what's happening in Jamaica because, as I say, it looks like nothing is changing. Paul, a lot of Jamaicans are traveling to other countries. Yes, they're exploring. They're going to Italy. They're going to Dubai. They're
No,
going
and
to
some of them gone a
Bahamas,
dumb rep. Mhm.
Dominican Republic. Yeah,
Yeah, gone a dumb rep because they get sunshine and no misery.
yeah. People are travel.
I still a go to Jamaica. I don't
Saint
do that.
Lucia.
You know, retire Jamaica though. Would you retire in Jamaica?
Ask me no question.
All right.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest.
You now retire Jamaica, Michelle. So you're not
I
going for the
would retire in Jamaica. I would actually relocate to Jamaica, to be honest, because I
why?
live in Trelawney and I am afforded that comfort of living in Trelawney. So I would. And to be fair, I have a lot of friends that have packed up and gone back to Jamaica and live and are doing exceptionally well. But they live at Kingston, you know what I mean? Or, so they
You
might do
know,
well.
it's a
But
low
I would.
blow to say that you'd move back because you have the comfort of Trelawney. I see you're poking
The
fun at
luxury.
St. Mary, but that's not fair of you to poke fun at St. Mary.
Said me, I love chop up people. Please.
Right, Leo?
Don't mess with us.
They are machete welding people.
Well, I pay chop up and that even God never use. I pay chop up here and see.
We are
Lord,
still the most sort of people around the world. Jamaicans are they're either sort of
yeah.
for their technical skills, their
Their
academic
charm.
skills, their hardworking attitudes, and the beautiful women who love to love. They give love no matter what and stuff. It's still sort of we're my dad is from St. Mary. Good guy. That's a good father. I hope I say a Rockabessing come from too.
Lawrence said Cayman. Yeah, my
But
dad is
yeah,
something. Yeah, my grandma live at St. Mary. My father, mother. And my nieces
your
and
father,
nephews live
mother
at
is
St.
from
Mary.
St. Mary.
Yeah, well, she moved there. She lived there. But my nieces and nephews live in St. Mary.
Honestly, me can tell you, say St. Mary are the best parish all day long. The women are great, friendships are great, best domino players, women prettier than everybody anywhere else in the country. We have
Me
long
not lie. My
marriage
niece them
marriage
very pretty
stay
though.
longer in a St. Mary than anywhere else. Um, you know, that kind of thing.
Me not tell no lie. My niece them very pretty. But let's
Exactly.
not overdo it. Let's not overdo it now, Leah.
All right, my dear. Me no know, me no seem to have no family of St. Mary. Me come from Clarendon and me can't hide it and tell you no more. Me come from Clarendon College. Me go to Clarendon College. Me come from Clarendon, them I go and bother Clarendon and me have to talk about it. We are
They
going back to Clarendon and
horrible.
we need to do better than that now. So
They need
clearly
to
there are
fix
some
it.
deep-seated social issues that need to be addressed. The whole matter of how you handle disputes need to be addressed in a forceful and deliberate way, not just a one nine
That's
day
true.
talk where you just come out and say, oh, this happened, and we talk about it and it done. No, it needs to be much more deep seated than that, because to have it 2 years ago, to have it again, these kind of mass things, and in this day and age, we can't ignore the fact that people going to look somebody in Trelawney, somebody in St. Mary going to try to replicate this foolishness You don't want it spreading. How we handle it, differences is
Not
important.
Trelawney. We have sense. We have
Not in
sense. We know
Trelawney,
how to
but
deal with
other
things.
parishes might want to copy
Yeah, we
Well,
need to get better at it. Schools and everybody need to get involved
it.
to
Yeah.
get, that change.
Michelle, now
Everybody
I
need to
got a
get
personal
involved.
question for you.
No, no, you can't ask personal questions.
Yeah, man, I have a personal question.
Make our consent.
Ooh,
What is it?
Diana,
Hmm?
you can answer the question.
But a personal question to Michelle, how me not even
Michelle.
type.
What do you look for in a man um,
Like,
to make him get married to you? What do you want from it? And tell me
Hey.
your honest
it look like a
opinion.
lady look to get married. Look
Yeah.
a lady
Woo.
look to get married.
All right,
Let
Leo.
me
So
help
what
you.
must look for in a man?
One
What
know
are the
what it is.
questions?
And
What
people
I look
on the
for?
down there who can answer the question too.
Look
Hello,
for
Mr.
in
Leo, where
a
you
man
Okay.
did there? I'm
to
here
marry
Okay.
again.
him.
All right, let me say, what me
But
look
you have
for
to love
in
him
a
first.
woman.
Yeah.
No, but you have to know what you look for. So what
Love
me I look
What
first.
is
for?
it?
Like
What
how
is it that you would? Why would you be married to a man?
let me think. I was married before. Do I want
Yeah.
to get married again? I don't know. But this is what I would look for in a guy,
Mm.
to be honest. We're very old school, to be honest. So I like men. I like when men are men, to be able to stand up and be a man and take responsibility. So, like within the household, you know your duties as a man, you do it, but also be there as a friend. Like, I think we should have a friendship, because most importantly, you have to have a friendship where you can rely on each other, go to each other for comfort, and be there for each other. The money and everything come and make me own money. I know, like a major breaking point when we say you have to be able to pay for this, buy this, do that. But we have to have a foundation of a friendship, and you have to be a man. Like, I should be proud of you when you're out there. When you stand up to talk, I'm supposed to be proud of you because you're one man. It's very simple. That's all I want. Being a man.
So
What is being a man? Taking
that's my point.
charge.
Yeah, taking charge. Okay, okay,
Taking charge.
okay.
Taking charge. Know your responsibility of the household. Taking charge. But not this new modern day where everybody like them so touchy and all of that. I'm not into that really. Like, you have to prove to them that they cry. Yeah. Like, I'm not really into that.
So
Be
you
a man.
to be a friend, and you want the man to have some level of
Yeah.
of
Be a man.
being manly. Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
manly.
Take responsibility. Protect your family. Do what you must to protect your family. And just be a man. And be a friend.
Oh,
And have to have a foundation of a friendship.
okay. So
And
therefore,
I want to travel.
how did it start? How did it start?
So wait, me not get
How
no
did it
chance to
start?
answer the
Well,
question.
man may soon come to
But
you.
we're not
Jesus.
done yet. We'll still come to you. We're
Where,
not
where,
done yet.
where did it start, Michelle? How did it start? For you
How I wanted to start.
to get to
Well, we
know
have
all of these things about him. Where did it start for you?
not
Or where
yeah,
should it
yeah, make
start?
like
Where
something
should it
about husband.
where should it
Okay.
start?
Okay, so to me, I'm very slow. So, like, if we go start talking, we have to build that friendship. And you can see little signs within that friendship building, how they approach different scenarios. For instance, I would say little things just to see your feedback and reaction. Cause like with me, if I think we're in a relationship together, I don't believe that you should be open about it. Other people be love it. Like, that's just me. So if I tell you upfront that is me, you work within that. If you don't want, obviously we depend two different things. If I tell you that necessarily like be in charge, meaning like if I say this broke in our house, me not need to say 10 times. If I say this need to be fixed, you
The
need
mother-
to know say it's broken. Either you fix it or you find somebody to fix it. You know what I mean? But during the relationship, you figure out each other, because people like to me rush into relationship and they don't really know the person. I have to make sure you're kind of similar minded in certain things and how you do, like even parenting, how you approach that. Because that's very important. So create conflict in regards to money management. You have to figure it out, like set goals within the relationship. So that's what I
You've
think.
gone
Like we
so
have to have a
far. We just
friendship.
ask you about the beginning part and you've gone far into the relationship.
No,
No,
but
hear
that's
all of that.
how we lead to it. But you
Yeah,
have to
all
be
right.
friends and know the person. So you have to take your time to really know the person. Because
Okay.
that's why people things fall apart and you rush on because the person they bomb you and then they give you flowers and they might do all of this. They're like, oh, I'm in love with that. That's not it. Then this real person come out. Because you never get to know the real person. You never get to see the person angry. You never get to see how they resolve situation. If you not fight, it's okay to have a fight. How to resolve the fight, it shows maturity. When the can't just like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
All
And
right.
like, oh, that bother me.
And
But I'm not talking about
you're from Trelawney. You're a Trelawney girl, old fashioned girl. Let me go to
old
Clarendon.
fashioned.
Let me go to Clarendon now and see. Yeah, Diana, how do you get to marriage? How do you
Huh?
how do you how do you get to marriage? Should
How
you?
do I get to
How
marriage?
should you? How should you get to marriage from your point?
No, how do I get to
How
marriage?
do
Or
you get to
should,
marriage? Yes.
because should suggest the idealist way.
Yeah. All right. That's true. That's true. Answer the question.
Me not think nobody should have get married again. Um,
Me too, like, if they live together, everything good. Why rush, like, what
yeah, me
marriage?
not think nobody
Listen,
should get
you're
married.
not in this anymore. You okay?
Okay,
You're
I'm
okay.
out.
Yeah, listen to Clarendon.
Well, for me, the individual family values must be reflected in how he has treated or how he is treating his family. All right.
Mm.
So it don't matter how he going to treat me or how he promised to treat me. What is important for me, my observation of his interaction and treatment of his immediate family.
Like his sister
Um,
and brother and
yes, how he treat him mother, how he treat him in brother and sister them. So those are the things that I'm going to start with: the observed interaction and relationship with them. Then for me, the person must have, some features that are admirable. So they might be handsome, or they might just be very good in terms of something that they do. So they must have something that is admirable. And enough to be strikingly handsome to enter Mr. World. It really no matter. They must be at that, when that person interacts with me, I must feel at ease. I must feel that I'm okay, and I must feel that I'm important in that moment. That is important for me. A person must be Christian. Um, and they must have the money. Then they must have house for me now. Put them in a firm house no more. And they must be able to pay them bills. So I don't want anybody, and somebody who is going to be totally dependent on me from the get go is not going to work. If
That's true.
something happens somewhere within the relationship, I am not going to throw the person out, but the person must not be totally, mustn't be a child depending on me from the get go. I'm done.
so I was gonna
Strong
ask
point.
you, I was gonna ask you what about the beginning? Or you get there, or you
How you
start
get
from
there? I
yeah.
don't know. There are many ways to skin the cat, and it's probably nothing that I can define. How to get to marriage? Then enough to ask you for married to
But
him. That's how you get to married.
that's the easy part. The hard part is the part where you find the person and what was it that connected you. You said
But
one thing
sometimes,
yes, you say him have like good looks and him
sometimes
have
it's just how you feel. The person walk past you, and you just feel the aura. The person just
Yeah, you miss
strike
them.
you. There's this thing that said, boy, that person they look. There's a spirit about that person that does take you. The
yeah,
spirit take. You never
yeah,
hear you go and say,
yeah,
boy,
yes,
I know. Spirit
yes,
just take him.
yes. So this guy say Dr. Diana has spoken.
Hey, remember some my comment.
When you see now ask the people know. When you see any difference between the two answers, did you see any difference
Leo,
before?
I look at I research I conduct for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. It looks like kind of like you know, look to get married. Michael
Let
said
him sit down there,
the
man.
crop the crop of women in Jamaica are too aggressive. Yeah, then kind of get too mad, you know. Lauren said, agree, Michelle. Lauren make a funny face. Juliet loves. Lauren said, yes, Diana, agree. Lauren love. Dr. Diana has spoken. Sunny sky. June said, can't believe I actually catch the program. Greetings and salutations from Bromley.
Hey,
Lauren
she's
said,
in
Dr. Diana, remember,
Sweden.
he must have his own health insurance. But that's a mic drop. That's a Diana. Insurance good for real. But
Mhm.
yeah, I did. Why you expecting a woman, Leo?
You
How
know,
you know?
I, that's a good question. You know, I expected you to ask, but friendship,
Yeah, very important.
because
It's very important.
yeah, it's such an important part, because I have to get to know you. I have to
Mm.
understand that you share certain characteristics that will make me comfortable around you and so forth. And I think that's what gets me there. What gets me there is how your friendship with me. What is it?
Yeah,
You know, um, obviously the two of we have to meet at a point where we both find whatever is that I'm showing, she likes it, and whatever she's showing, I like it. I think that's where we get to start.
yeah,
But then
that's a true.
in the house is different now. In the house is, um, there are a lot of things that you come with and I come with in the house that I don't have any experience with, but I'm probably willing to learn. You don't have any experience with, and you're willing to learn. And about if it's something that you can't do, or then there has to be some kind of level of understanding that we can talk about it. And so chatting is a big
Yeah,
thing for me. So
that's why it's good for you have a friendship because then they can just start both like war.
Sorry, I want to ask
And
you,
if
Leo, when you say in the house, if there's something that you can do and the other can do, what do you mean by that?
it means that, you're growing up. Your growing up might be different. It's going to be different from the persons that are in front of you, and the skills that you have in the house might not be the skills that I have, and I'm not, and so we have to learn each other on discomfort
yeah,
and know how to manage it
navigate
and,
it.
and stuff. Yeah, so that it doesn't become a problem, because that can easily become a problem because because of expectation. Because me can do it, you're supposed to be able to do it too. So why isn't it that done? Why isn't it done? That kind of thing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, and I
So
asked the question because I wanted to know whether or not you're speaking in terms of capacity and ability. Like I can cook, but everybody know you can't cook, so I don't expect you to cook.
no, no,
Or
no,
is it
that's
that
not
you're
true.
saying
No,
something as equal as washing the dishes? You don't expect me to wash the dishes because I'm a woman.
I hear you.
There
That's
is
not
no.
where I was going with that. I
Okay.
was saying that for the capacity part, that I can learn it too.
Yes.
But some people go into relationships, and just because they can do it, they
Uh-huh.
expect you to be able to do it right off the bat.
Yes.
And that can cause a lot of problems in here.
Yes, everybody don't
Yeah,
know
that
you
is
can
true.
cook, not expecting to cook, not expect Michelle to cook.
So-
No, don't
Well,
expect
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, but I could order the food. But but no, but that is so true though, because people, as I say, like one of my friends always say to me, say expectations are where you get disappointed. Because
yes,
you are right. Like people think because they grow up a particular way and they say this a
yes,
particular way, the other person definitely have it. But that is why
absolutely.
the relationship having a friendship before where
Sure,
you
you
can
get
really
to be
learn
able
the
to
person, get
understand each
a
other.
yeah, and get a info and then background to how they were raised. Because even though like Dr. Diana raised and say how they treat their mother, siblings and so sometimes
Oh,
they never have a good relationship. So you can't really use it to judge them.
No,
You
and it's
know?
still important regardless of the relationship
Spend
because it would speak to their heart.
you want
Because
to know.
you might not
yeah.
have grown admiring your siblings and stuff, but as you become an adult, as you have become an adult, how have you transitioned from that to where you
Yeah.
are to be?
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
and then you call it because a lot of people have a lot of trauma that,
Mm.
like as I said, from
Yeah,
their
me want to
childhood.
how they manage
So
them
I
the kind of
learning.
trauma from wanting a relationship.
Yeah,
Listen,
exactly. So yeah, we learn about it. So once I expose it to you, they find it as a safe place.
Mm.
So like you can identify the triggers or go make, and then already have
there-
that friendship. So you
and
can work with
and
them.
based, because we come from Jamaica, there are
Mm.
certain people with certain kind of triggers.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Because I'll tell you this, that I even find that
Yes,
I
Leo.
am I
Hello,
am
man.
doing I'm doing
Every
things that I saw my mom do, and I'm doing it now at age 50, 60, right? And so the thing is, you grow up in a certain environment, accustomed to seeing your mom, and you think that your mom is is the right. She always
Yeah.
does right.
I'm always right. I
Yeah,
always
exactly. And it's not necessarily right for you, but you go and do it anyway because you know that mama do it and it was right. And so,
yeah.
how do you take those or you bring those into your relation? But women and men who probably were abused come with certain triggers, and
Yeah.
how do you get past those kind of things? It's really hard.
Yeah,
It's
it
tough
really
thing.
hard because true when they come to triggers because sometimes they think like you being genuine, then be
Yeah,
like you are try get something from them, so them a
yeah,
react to it.
yeah.
I am like,
You're being
I like
truthful.
come on,
You're
exactly.
being
I'm like
truthful,
come
and I'm
on,
telling you,
dude.
Allah, I tell. These
Yeah,
people,
you're like where that come from? And you like say something and then blow up, and you're like, what
exactly.
wrong with
What
you?
the hell
But
was that?
yeah, but then when you talk to them, then you hear some little story, like something happened, and you say, oh. But then at
Yeah,
that point, we able to talk to them, I said, that's not how you really react. That's not normal. You know what I mean?
that's not
And
normal at
then,
all.
yeah, and then it makes you can't have that
But
bond
again,
and a
that
relationship.
friendship, Michelle, that you talked
Yeah,
about, that friendship, that initial friendship, it's important,
yeah,
because
very.
that's when you start to open up who you are to the person, and you can tell them, hey, I was this, I was that, but I'm no longer this, I'm this now, and so forth, or I am willing to change this, or that kind of thing. So you understand what you're getting
Yeah,
into, and you can manage it as you go.
And Leo, what
yeah,
when you what suppose you're in a relationship and then you have had some past trauma and you decide to share, and the person take it the wrong way. What happens?
Oh God, that's
well,
horrible.
that's not a
That's
person
horrible.
then.
That
That's not
that
your
means
person.
that
I
means
like that
first of all,
immediate
that means you never had that friendship that
Yeah,
Dan
no, never
talked
have
about.
it. Mm.
Because sometimes people don't tell you things up front because they
Yes,
are uncertain. Oh, you're going to.
yes,
Yeah,
But if you talk long enough and you're open with your
yes,
feelings and your heart and your history, then
yes.
both of you will be able to share with the
yeah.
comfort, knowing that my sharing is okay and it's not going to. But if you
Go
wait,
anywhere.
when you wait until you're married now, it creates a little bit of problem, but there should be understanding. If the
But
discussion
sometimes you
was
have to wait till you're married because sometimes they might just sleep and then they go left you.
get the ring first,
Yeah,
right?
So they
yeah,
have to wait till you're
but I
married.
think like even if you're married, like if you don't really have that friendship, and you're married, and that's when whatever trauma come out. If you
No, but
really have the
sometimes when they say
genuine
when you
friendship,
get married, them have to work it out for them can't live.
no, they
Well,
can't still live.
you
Everybody
can
can
live.
live and get their forth. But if you really have that friendship what you think you had before, the
Mhm.
person go come to you that safe place where you can really open up and tell them and then really work with it. They're not supposed to run. If I like something they against and can really freely share with you and say, well, I just agree with that, but this is what
Okay.
needs to happen. Or then say, or if it's that bad, maybe you need to go therapy. Maybe we need to, so
They
work it
all need
out.
to go
and
If
that's
therapy.
it
and that's and
really,
that those are the things that will be on the table. There are things that are under
mm-hmm,
the table, and if when you have that friendship, you're supposed to feel that if I don't tell her in that friendship, if I don't tell her this thing that has bothered me for these amount of years, I'm supposed to feel guilty not telling her. So at some point,
yeah,
I'm going to come
you
to
go
her and say,
want to tell her.
it's been so hard to hold this out, but this is why I hold it out, and
You
it's
better
time for
keep
me to tell you, and
ah, you better keep it.
Mm.
Diana.
But that's what I said. Like that's what I always say. Like when you're dating, like how people would bomb you with everything. Like
Yeah,
they know like or you like they know you like dancing, so they go carry go dancing. They know
yeah,
you like bag, so they go buy your
yeah,
bag. They know you
yeah.
like go eat. But they don't
That's
really get to
clothing.
try to know you
Yeah,
as
that's
a person. So by
yeah.
the time you get caught up with this and then they get to know the person, like, oh wow, this is not
Oh,
a
I didn't
person.
see that
And
person.
then so superficial,
Look
like they
here.
were just glad to go eat. So
Take some.
all right, maybe so come
Yes,
in.
and I'm going to go off camera for a little bit because I'm cooking a little soup.
Yeah, we don't like you on camera this morning at all. That's right. Because the
Jeffrey
Still
first
said,
nasty,
hospital,
nasty. I'm
the first
subjected to
hospital.
watching me stir my pot.
Jeffrey said, the beautiful Miss Michelle.
Oh,
Thank you,
Diana, Michelle,
Jeffrey.
come. Jeffrey's
Ah,
here. Jeffrey's here.
Jeffrey, come.
Yeah, come to class,
Jeffrey.
please. What in
And who
come
in call to? Who in call to?
Michelle.
Ah, block him. Block him.
I block him.
See, Papa said, Mr. Leo, why you have the lady there on Facebook when I'm supposed to be in a church today? Anyway, happy Sabbath. Blessings to you and everyone. Be gone. Lawrence said, Michelle, you have an admirer here, Jeffrey.
Oh.
That's funny.
So
Jesse
Jeffrey
said,
come and Jeffrey no see none of way else and he may block him. Block him, Leo. You must figure out how to do it.
Jesse said, communication, love, react with family, share half and half. That's Jesse's requirement. Paulette
Yeah.
says sometimes you
Yeah,
share and they use it against you. Yeah, that's not good when people use. I hate when people do that. Even if like I'm just your regular friend and I see you use something like your spouse, and so against them, I argument, I'd be the one to say you
Who
shouldn't
said
do that.
something about half and half? Jesse, me not sure about the half and half. Why we have to say half
It's
and half?
fine to have half
half
and
on
half.
what?
And things like it's okay to share half and half. Like you
No,
could
but why
split
we
the
can't
bill.
share the whole of it?
I think so. I think the whole of it is
Why
good.
half
I
and
guess
half?
this one.
No, but I think they talk about bills though, like with
No,
things
you
like
can get
bills.
all of the bill relating to the car them. Why we have to share that?
No, but then you go do another set of bills.
But I would do the house
Like
bill, I would take care of the food and all
exactly,
of
so
that
still
thing.
half and half. So no split the
No, but
bills and the
no,
No, I
house
don't
bill
know
in the
that that's
middle.
what she's saying. She's saying 50-50, meaning that you come we are 100%, and I am 50 and you're 50. You give 50 and I give 50.
That's what I mean, Jesse. If about bills, you are talking 50 or about
Yes,
clear
you
that
want
up.
no half and half on a
Yeah,
bill.
Teddy Pendergrass says,
I may have to take dollar. You paid that and I paid this. We don't care what it is. Usually
Teddy
you're the
Teddy
higher
Pendergrass
bill.
says
You pay the car
70-30.
payments. Yeah.
Teddy
Oh,
Pendergrass
I'm
says
just
70-30.
comment there. Oh, yeah, the power in that place. Jesse said, okay, Paul said something you share, and yeah, people do that. Me notice it two of them have admirers.
Who have admired the one Jeffrey Mona admire me not have no admire me.
Leo full of them.
Like a liver, chopped liver.
Well, people, Lee has been asking these questions. I think he's for whoever he's talking to. I think he's very close to making a decision. So keep your
You're
fingers
not make no
crossed.
decision for me. Not going to
He's
say yes.
close.
You're going to have to wait longer.
A long time in a go our wedding.
Thank you.
Long time in a go our wedding. Long time in a go our wedding.
So I wanted,
Would
I,
love
I
to go
wanted
to
a
our
question.
wedding.
I had a question.
Yes.
In the about the experience and that miss me in old age. When you get old, you forget things. Is it okay to ask a man to marry you as a woman?
Yes, it is.
Mish.
I feel like a woman doing it, but for me personally, I
Yes.
would not do it. But
Why?
to you, if I that I feel to me, not the traditional, like as I say, I'm a traditional woman.
Yeah, but what's
I'm
wrong
okay
with
with the
asking a man to
tradition.
marry you? To say,
For
I've been
me, I
engaged
would
and I
not do
with the
it.
man for 2-3 years and he not say nothing.
Well, if you are dating for 3 years and you don't want to go nowhere with you, that is obviously you don't want it. You're not his person. But
Or
I'm
probably
not.
him just don't not sure how you would respond to it. Why I'm not ask the question.
But if you don't
Well,
know me,
I
respond, you don't
think,
know me.
Diana,
I need to
the way
charge.
I
I
would
may
answer
come
that
with my
question,
charger.
the way I
Yes.
would answer that question, Diana, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, it was expected that the man would kneel down and ask, right?
Yes.
But because we have so much different identities these days, people can identify to whatever it is that they want to, and it's because they're trying to move away from the binary 0-1 kind of a deal, right? They're trying to move away from this binary thing. They want to have their own independence to make their own decisions to it. And since in that beginning conversation that you have with that person, you would know by virtue of what you talk about where this person stand. And I'm sure a woman who would want to ask a man to get married will tell you straight off the bat that I will ask, I want to ask, I want to be that, because she is there. Because she is mentally and emotionally there, and it no matter to her because she identifies differently from how me identify or you identify. And so I believe that it's not a problem. It wouldn't be a problem to me because I would have gotten to understand who she is already. It's not coming out of the box.
So you wouldn't think strange if a woman was to ask you to marry her.
No, because we would have developed that relationship.
Because you where the relationship is, you have these weird expectations of
Right,
her
right.
that she will ask weird things.
Right. No. If I'm out there dating,
Yes.
and meet a girl and I go to her a couple times and she say, "More marriage," then I have a problem.
But if you that date her and you go out with her a couple times and ask her for marriage to you, she should have a problem with you.
Yes.
Oh.
But to be
the song in a sink, so.
Yes.
There's too much.
But to be honest, I do see a lot of women asking men to marry them, and I'm
You
like,
do?
good for you.
I don't see.
Yeah, I do see, like, they set up the whole thing, like we set up the flowers, the whole set of shebang, and ask them and go upon me. But I say kudos to you for doing it. Like, to each his own. But me not gonna do it. Even if me want to get married, I'm gonna hear from my mouth.
Yeah, Michelle said me I stay in my lane.
Right in my lane. And if you well want to get married, me not.
Jeffrey Tavares says, Michelle, I get to understand that you're getting married soon. I don't know what kind of tone he's saying that in. If him saying, Michelle, me get to understand, say I get married soon.
There's a difference there, Diana.
Yes, I don't know what tone to read it in, so I'm going to read them in both, and Michelle can respond. Well, Jeffrey, suffice it to say that neither Leo and I are aware that she's getting married soon, so
me not aware. So.
And Sylvia Moncrief says, yes, something is in the making. She has said, so she must know more than we do. So I left that right out there. So Michelle, you're on your
Actually,
own.
I'm talking maturity.
Lorraine, don't
maturity.
I don't like seeing the woman doing it. No, I like to see the men propose. The man must propose God to she. Lorraine, you got on, you married already. Paula Chambers says, for me, no, I would not ask a man to marry me. If he loves me, he will ask. But what if the man thinks that he loves you, but you're probably in another level to him, and him don't have that level of confidence to ask you?
Then you don't need to get married.
All right, fine.
Exactly. You need to leave.
Lorraine says she
stop all of the chain line.
Yes. Paula Chambers said a genuine man will ask a woman to marry him. All right, I hear you. ZZ Palmer Louis says, no, it's never okay to ask a man to marry you. A man should see your worth to decide if you're wife material for him. All right, me hear you. Lauren says, so when the woman asks, who puts the
she put on the ring in the video, then put on the ring.
Oh, and she put on the ring on his finger. No, sir.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. Easy, she, Lauren, I agree, and Paulette said thanks.
What you're saying, is that she's gonna kneel down and propose.
No,
that's what happened.
And I don't. For me, it's a matter of saying, but James, we've been dating for 2 years now. I feel this way about you, and I figure that you feel this way about me. Why don't we get married? Marry me. That is the extent of it for me. And then James must go out and go buy the ring and carry it, come and do the proper.
That's different.
But I am instigating the marriage.
Yeah, you're having a conversation. Well, you have a conversation because you think you have the point.
I thought you were stepping out.
Yeah, that's have the conversation. Yeah. But then normal people have the conversation. Like why we not get married?
It's a normal conversation.
Yeah, like why we not get married? Like we just 5 years.
I'm saying to you, you need to marry me. No, isn't that asking you to marry me?
No, but people do that. But people do that a lot. They get the ultimatum.
No ring, forgive no man. No book, no read. So no.
But I said that they might don't know. They might don't know.
You're very confused.
I think that's what I mean. Because people get ultimatum all the time. Women get ultimatum all the time. They say either you married me or you
No,
leave.
no, no.
So
Me not
history.
going to no restaurant.
Think of that,
with
I mean.
with ring that me buy to put on man finger.
That's what they are doing.
Me not buy no ring.
Okay,
to put
I
on
tell you
man.
with convocation.
I'm starting saying, oh,
Anyhow, you go buy that ring is for him to put it on my finger, but me now.
Well, now we're on the same page then. So we're on the same page then. We think we're on the same page. Because then they do that. They might fly them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can say it when they throw them in their house because they know.
No. You have to ask in some time. You have to nudge them to say hi, master. Want?
It was one. Where I get this milk for free. Why you have to keep getting this milk for free? I don't lock it down, lock it down, lock it down.
It's a conversation different from the formal going down on the knee. Oh, so we don't do the knee thing no more.
No, we don't do the knee thing. No woman, no business with bed dog in a no restaurant.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought it meant.
What I'm saying is that the man not asking you to marry, that you think it's time for him to get married. Me go say to him, look at Joe, either you buy cow or stop drink milk. No.
Dianna, I don't believe in that thing where the man get down on him knee. I don't believe in that. Because the man is left, he is left, right? He's left vulnerable. That vulnerable. If she says no, oh, he won't get up off my knee.
He come up. She help him up.
She help him up. Help him up and say, help him up and say, honey, you know I would never marry you. Or honey, you know you're not ready for marriage.
Exactly.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
But hold on though. What would make a woman decline a man who gone so far to propose to you in public? Would you decline a man?
Because sometimes they know.
In public?
That's a good question.
No, because sometimes a guy know. Because sometimes they know. No, sometimes a man them know so the woman don't want them. But yes, so then do it. Sometimes they know the woman know they're not ready yet. Because not every woman like I look say, oh, let's get married. Some women know so you have things we need for me to never meet. So why we get married? Maybe at a later date. So they will say no. But that's how I didn't forget public embarrassment because sometimes they already know their relationship now go away figure. So they need the embarrassment.
Policy don't do it in public.
Exactly. Unless I know what the person gonna say.
We not do it neither public or private.
Public or private. So how you gonna do it?
We'll sit down and chat and then me ask her, or we in a bed and me ask her or something like that. But me not get up on my knee now. You tell me no.
Ask in a public.
You know,
ask in a public. And make everybody stop and cheer on.
Oh, me go get up if you say no.
Say yes.
Even if you say, baby, I think we should put this off. Yes, I will marry you. We'll put it off until next year. I say, no.
I later date.
Yeah. no.
I can say we can get engaged, but not get married right now. Because that meant in my first marriage, we can get engaged, but I say not right now. Because we, like
right, because there's an intent there. There's an intent.
Yeah. But me not really too into like go down on one knee. Like me traditional, but I think I need to go down on one knee.
No, me think them go down on one knee. My husband asked me stand upside and me ask if you get married. And I said, you can ask if you get married. So go down by your knee.
Well, you have to taller than me. If you go ask me standing up, you have to taller than me. So me can look up in her face. I said, oh, yes, honey. Yeah. But he can't shorter than me.
Don't mess it because I want to hear what my people are saying. Okay?
Man must go down for the knee if you propose.
Okay, conversation. Okay, so Lorna said, I don't like women proposing to the men. I can understand the woman saying we have been together for a while. Where are we going with this relationship? Woman proposing is a no-no. Johnny, it's been ages. She said,
what is a proposal?
Right, but the proposal is, darling,
will you
marry me?
Okay, I thought the proposal is going on your knee.
That is
part of the process.
No, that those words are attended by you on your knee.
Me as a man, after you done propose to me,
on your knee, looking up at me and saying that.
Dianna, you propose to me. Me must go down on my knee and go propose to you. What kind of foolish is that?
No, I have said to you that we've been together for long enough. Yes. And then when me and you have that conversation and you say, yes, it's true, you must go buy the ring and come
That's
and
not
propose.
a proposal.
Family.
Tell me something. I have to go. Me have to marry you. Tell me about it. But I
No,
thought
no,
you
no.
saying
After
that.
me don't tell you say you have to marry to me, or else me I go left you. You go and go buy the ring and
No.
then come propose.
At that time, me not
I
marry.
said I did.
No,
said I did.
propose.
Propose it I did. Like you said, all right, tell all your family and friends. We're doing this. Anyway,
Right.
Johnny said, hi, esteemed colleagues. Blessed Saturday, Dr. Diana, Michelle, and Leo. I have no idea you were broadcasting. Thanks, Dr. D, for the link. Listening now. ZZ said, what
Welcome.
women also need to do is to stop playing the role of a wife to a man they're not married to. They become too comfortable making
hold on.
marriage not on the agenda.
So
Let me
ZZ
read out the
saying
comment.
that,
It's a lot.
yes.
All right. Paulette said, whether he goes down on his knee or stands, the man needs to ask the woman to marry him. Johnny said, on bended knee is a sign of respect and humility.
Yes, it must depend on me. Exactly, Joni. Me depend that.
Well, Lorna said, when you reach certain age, you can't go on your knee. Coming up may be a problem. That is true. Leo, Paula said, Leo, how did you propose in the past? Well, we get to that soon. Take a pin in it. Karen is laughing. Oh, we reached 100 messages. Whoa, we got a star.
Whoa.
BM said, I believe it depends where you are in life. That is true. Lauren said, I tease Mark every time I see proposal because he did not go on his knee. He said he was young from Jamaica and didn't know he was supposed to get on his knee. LOL. We laugh together every time we see a guy go on his knee. Mark took me to a beautiful restaurant on the water and proposed, and the restaurant patrons all clapped and wished us well. It was 1990. Happy knows to me, he came to my parents and asked them. So see, I saw if you go. Then I have to go on your knee.
You got to talk to him. Oh my gosh.
Where Mark there? Where
I
Mark
was
there?
saying.
Mark at work. Mark at
Mark
work.
saying an hour. Johnny said age appropriate just to offer respect and humility. But to be honest, you just have to be taller than me so I can look up in your face in half a kneel. But maybe should be able to look up in your face.
No, I'm have to kneel down. Me sorry, me
So,
not take
me no want no shots,
Me
Maddie.
kneel down.
Wow.
Kneel down is a requirement for me. Me will say yes, standing up, but you have to go down on your knee.
But as something they said, like he maybe go down on his knee and can't.
No, well then all you have to do is
that more embarrassing.
help him up or something wrong nobody married. Because if he go down on his knee and he can't come back up yet and you never married yet, consider clearly. consider carefully. No.
But he need have nothing to do with it. Consider what need.
Yes. How you mean he have nothing for that if he can't come back up?
Me?
Then something wrong. You have to go down, him have to come back up.
Lawrence and Mark working, Paul is laughing. But okay, so one person wants to know, Leah, how did you propose in the past?
I didn't.
You never proposed, Leo?
I was proposed to.
Are you married?
Yeah.
You were proposed to?
For 30 odd years.
I will not say I beat down the idea that people must propose.
No, but you notice.
I didn't have a problem with it.
You made kind of stuff. Yeah, he did say, I'm going to say that straight.
And you go buy the ring?
Yeah, in the laugh.
Yes,
in the laugh. But yeah, he did. He was kind of nonchalant about it. And they said, no, if they come ask me, I'm going to say no. So I guess that's why.
Karen said down on the knees and not necessarily for me. Oh, cool. Thank you, Karen. I hope you come back from vacation. Karen, they all over Jamaica, okay?
Who then, Karen?
Oh, having fun. Karen Rowe.
Karen, she's on
Johnny said, yep. Johnny said, yep, kind of short. I'm a little more than 5 feet.
That's not a requirement for her. Make she go sit down there.
Yes, she said, well, Johnny said, can do short. I'm a little more than 5 feet. In a dashing, towering person, giving me the sense of protection. I agree too. At this age, yes. They have to be taller than me. They have to look up in their face.
The proposing in public could be embarrassing. What happened if the
what do you want, Lorna? About every proposing in public. So she say if they
yeah, that's the thing.
Come back up and all kind of say, oh, I'm to her. I know she has not embarrassing.
Paula said that was very modern of you, Leo.
it's embarrassing if it's a no. Trust me, and I would not know how to get up off of my knee, and then so therefore,
Roll over.
Well,
you
and
see how,
one cheer.
you see how some people that go in front of a football field and church and all this thing there with whole of people. Me, because you know, tonight we might be good and everything all right, but tomorrow I may have done something that piss you off.
That upset you, yeah.
Yeah, and meant by me think everything all right. Me gonna want my knee and can't come back up. No, sir. In the night.
Yes, I must stay on the good side all the time. And
Exactly.
I don't want to provoke nobody and cause no embarrassment.
Okay, Karen says
Wait,
she's back
must
from
not say,
Jamaica.
Good company keep late hours. It's 11:43 already. It's time for Uno to almost jump off. So we have 15
Yeah,
minutes.
time for it. But this is so good. This was so good. We learned a lot. But what I'm gathering is that Leo is pretty close to settling down.
And that is good.
Because
If Leo
to
is
me,
But isn't that a good thing?
That's
Michelle?
good.
That's a good thing, right?
It is a good thing. It's a
Fabulous.
good thing. We
You know,
need
you
companionship.
live all this life here and you're by yourself. All of a sudden things happen and you just settle down and you're
Yeah.
supposed to be happy at that time.
Travel together. Yeah, do things together, explore together. That's what I'm saying. Joni said, not interested in public display. After all, I am the one who will be putting up with you, not the public. I don't like public display either. Sylvia said, some of these are just a show. That is true. They put on the most picture show of from people. ZZ said, Dr. D, suppose you have 1 foot. Oh, that.
Him have to go work it out because him have to use that 1 foot to hold for things and him have
And I have a prosthetic. The prosthetic can bend too.
Eh, but I'm supposed to be in a wheelchair. You never know where you find love.
Well, him going to have to ease down himself and show some measure of genuflecting. Him have to genuflect. Somewhere or the other, him have to genuflect. Me not ease up on that. It's a requirement.
Maybe, well, why can't it? It's like use one hand on you with one hand, maybe with the right hand, and then use the left hand all up your
Me
right
not care how you work it out. You're going to have to go down. Going down is a requirement in my books.
Yeah.
Going down
No
is a
pun.
requirement.
No pun intended, right?
Well,
No pun intended.
if likely. Some yes, some of it.
This is so funny.
Sunny Sky says, so Leo, tell us the whole story of the proposal, no?
I don't feel
All right, let me read some comment first.
I'm in a business. That's like 40 years ago.
You know what?
He
Yeah,
forget.
you know what, Leo cry.
He forget.
Equid said, I think the guy has an idea that the girl is ready. I hope so. Otherwise, it would be embarrassing. VM said, Dr. Dianna, I totally disagree with you. Tradition does not always work. It is about the love.
But
Or the
Hesla,
Jeffrey man.
just
Or the Jeffrey.
Jeffrey said to Michelle that she's very close
It's very-
to tying the knot. You know
Yes.
what I mean, right?
Oh, I know with who? Yeah, I like, oh, the Jeffrey. Jeffrey want to know my business. That's all. Jeffrey just want to know my business. Lorna said, that could be true. That Karen said, Diana, you're too bad.
A man must go down.
Dr. D has the prostate, no matter what.
Yes, exactly. Down on your knees in all circumstances.
Get down
Yes,
on
you
the
must
knee,
go down.
knee.
You must go down.
No, I'm not traditional. I'm not that traditional. You know, have to go.
No,
find
I'm very
me.
traditional.
Disagree with Diana. What she said?
Heslop said,
Yeah,
I
disagree.
totally- tradition does not always work. It's about the love. But there is love. It don't distract from the love. And it's utter total love and love for me and respect for what I admire and what I would love to have done. And it's a public show that this is what how Diana wants to celebrate.
What about the man?
I want to
Diana,
celebrate with him on his
That's what me I said.
You're saying
Like,
that it's about you. What about the man?
You know,
what
because
guy?
when it comes to marriage proposal and weddings, it's all about the woman. Don't get it twisted. The weddings are all about us. Don't get it twisted. Man don't have no say in wedding. Except he might be allowed to send 10 people out of the 200.
Then just show up.
Him allowed 10 guests. If it's 200 on the list, give him 20, 10%. Yeah. No twisting about it.
So Diana, did your husband go down on his knee?
Yes,
Oh, he
yes,
did?
in St. Teresa's Roman Catholic Church. Him asked me to marry him. And he was standing next to me, and me just not answer.
Hold on. Was carpet on the floor?
Huh?
Was
No,
carpet
no carpet on the floor. Him asked me to marry him. So me never bother answer him for clearly I know me ma talk to. Then him look on my face and me pointing my finger, and he smiled and he went down and
a
said,
lie. You did tell him that?
me not answer him.
You are a wicked
He
woman.
just point.
You're a wicked
And the
woman.
whole church, when me point on the whole church, said, go down by your knee.
You're a wicked woman. I didn't. Me never know you're a wicked Diana.
No, me very straightforward.
That's horrible.
No,
But that's good though.
He went down on his
But you
knees,
find
and I
out what?
said,
Yeah,
yes, and I
because.
took the ring, and I said, oh my gosh,
But
and
that's the thing though. He knows how you are, so he knows that that's
exactly.
just
So,
you.
and that is
So
what people
that was
must
your
respect. This is
person.
my-
Tony, come off of the phone. Both Diana is your hero.
Yes.
That is not good. That is
Who
not
said
a
that?
good, not good for
Okay, memories.
to celebrate.
Memory so comment
Jesus.
before. So ZC said, watch my church, please, on Metro SD on YouTube. Bye. Okay, bye, ZZ.
Hold on.
Jeffrey's laughing.
Michelle, hold on. I am thinking about it because Diane, them she have a kind of name that implies that she was tiny. Okay,
Midget.
Who?
right.
That's my school. My
So
name in
when
high
she got
school,
married,
primary school, and middle school.
when she got married, she must have been tiny. Oh, she ever tell this man, what the hell?
He went so far.
No,
He went so
Stop
far.
you. When I got married,
knew
I
what
was
he
like,
had.
"You must stop you. Them are looking for married you, and if them are looking for married you, them at least can comply with your rules. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
He
He
comply
knew
with
what
the
he
rules,
wanted.
they never comply after.
He knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted. VM said, Dr. Danny, dear husband, go. Oh, somebody read that. Johnny said, guys, send me the info so I can join when you plan to have a show. Miss you all.
Yes.
Lauren laughing.
So if
Joni.
you don't get the
Jessie
link,
said, I think she has said she want company show.
okay.
Jessie said, Joni
Okay,
de la
okay.
Plata. Yeah. Jessie said, me just love you. Joni said, Dr. Diana is my hero. Jeffrey is laughing. Jeffrey said, I love the morning
because I know
program.
Jeffrey not say all the tweets. Me never laugh with
Come
him.
on for the show.
Jeffrey said he have to go down to ask you. No, Jeffrey. He doesn't have to
Yes.
go down. For me, he doesn't have to.
I'm not putting up with no foolishness this morning. And Diane says things that are foolish this morning. I will not put up with it.
What kind of foolishness she say?
You have
Define
to
a
propose on your
person.
knees.
Him a direct the man.
Down
Him a
on
direct
the
the
knees.
You
man.
have to propose.
Maybe he never
on
know
your
what to do,
knees.
so she have to guide him. So she have to guide him. He didn't know what to
Yes,
do.
guidance.
He
That
maybe
is what
never
a relationship is
traditional.
about.
He never
Balance.
see it happen, and then she just said, "All right, let me nudge it down." Unfortunately, everybody in the church saw it, but she went like, maybe when they tried to do it like discreetly, I said, "Down on the knee, down." Everybody
Very
was already
discreet.
there.
You just I turn on my face and point down for me now. I know that discreet was it, but he was a good sport and understood me fully.
That must have been fun.
Jeffrey said,
The whole church must
Point
have.
is laughing. Jeffrey said, "Good morning, Dr. D."
Tell
Johnny
Jeffrey
said,
to-
"How so,
you know,
Leo?"
if you never depend on show that answer, Jeffrey. Where I know he see me if you tell me morning. I know he see me if you tell me morning.
Jeffrey, that's up in my business.
Oh my God.
Morning, Jeffrey. Love you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
man.
What
guys,
kind of soup you cook?
I'm cooking chicken soup. My daughter not doing so well, so I need to make chicken soup today. Plus, it's a rainy day. I'm in Toronto. It rained last night, and the rain continues this morning. So it's one of those Saturdays that you cook chicken soup with pumpkin and
What's
chocho.
going on with dinner?
She had a little procedure yesterday, so she's recovering.
Oh, okay.
But she'll be fine.
Okay.
Her mom is here. Yay, she'll be fine. So
And
that's
people, Diana have the best flitters. Anyway, on the year, so she did yard, okay? Anyway, if in the close to your gun yard, okay? In cook the best and the flitters them crispy. Them not they're not softy. So you enjoy putting them in your mouth. Please. Anytime he is, oh, by the way, Diana, I was at a party last week,
Uh-huh.
and this woman come up to me and said, "You're Leo, aren't you? Where's your
Yeah.
hat? Where's your hat?" I'm gonna say,
Uh-huh.
"What do you mean, where's my hat? You're always on the show with your hat." She didn't recognize me. Where is Diana? Where is Diana? And is she coming? Is she coming? I said, "No, Diana, that Jamaica. I forgot to meet the woman."
I bet I should have asked her Michelle. You know why? Because I keep making plans and trips without Michelle.
Look here, me up here
Better
from my
should
own
ask.
accord at Waterloo because my child I needed to attend with her. I mean, I know I don't even see Leo, but I'm hoping to catch up with him on it.
Excuses,
And
excuses,
I think Hexlop is somewhere.
excuses.
Lord
Yes,
gosh.
saltfish fritters.
Excuses, excuses. Joni said, wow, 25 minutes, want more. Soup
Joni,
sounds
we've been
yummy.
on for
How
2
many
hours.
about
This is
2
the end of
hours?
2 hours, but you have to look for us in the Jamaicans.com, 10 to 10
Jamaican.com.
Jamaicans.com on Facebook. Joni, just set it or subscribe.
Okay.
Yesterday was the 16th. Happy birthday to my friend over 60 years, Barbara Williams of Williamsfield, Manchester. Enjoy
Ooh.
your big day. Happy birthday, Barbara. What you said 16?
Yeah.
You're okay. I see. 16.
Yesterday was a 16.
Okay,
So Joan said, wish Dilly a speedy recovery. Catch you when I can. Glad I was able to log in today. Blessings all. Lauren said codfish fritters.
Yes.
no,
codfish
asking. She's asking if it's codfish fritters.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Codfish
she asked.
fritters.
Question mark.
Diana cooked the best
There was a
saltfish fritters.
fly.
Okay? Listen, anytime I see her, she have to cook it for me. Anytime I see her.
Me not cook nothing else for you because you scandal me about my breadfruit.
You know what's so funny?
Fine.
When Dr. Diana had me over, she ordered food. She did not cook for me. We order Chinese food at that.
That's not true because you don't like so much things that you don't like to eat,
That is
Michelle.
true.
And you told me that you are in a hurry. And when I cook, I want people to sit down and savor and enjoy and have a glass of wine or drink some rum punch. But you wanted it to be fast, so I decided to get fast food for you.
Let me tell you, all you have to do is just sit down and wait. And they come 3 per plate. 3 minutes or so. 3 come.
Okay.
Anyway, I think that I'm going to do.
Johnny said.
I'm going to set up a saltfish fritter shop in a local space for me in New York or in Toronto, and all I'm selling is chocolate tea and saltfish fritters.
Yes.
That's good. Johnny said, let me rush through this before we have to go. Johnny said, we'll do notice not getting those notifications on Jamaicans.com. I guess I can't figure that out. Johnny said, need to reach out to Xavier Murphy. Tafari said, Michelle, can I come over for dinner? Jeffrey, I live nowhere and I don't cook. Lauren said, boy, Paul, me don't live nowhere, I not cook. So,
the one thing I appreciate with Michelle, she's honest.
She can take a good ribbon.
She's honest. So Jeffrey, if you have any plans, take note.
I forgot share on the cooking side.
Johnny said to see what the Jamaicans.com issue is. So Johnny really want to resolve it Jamaica.com issue.
Yes, I agree with Johnny upon that.
June said Diana's food is good. Oh, everybody can talk about the food, but I can. Clive said Diana always cook for me. Leave her alone.
Thank you so much.
So many people.
Thank you.
Lorna said, Michelle, she didn't have to impress you. It looks so. Lauren said, Michelle, Jeffrey looking at speak.
Oh gosh, guys, it's been a wonderful show.
As a neighbor who died a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
A nice
no, which one? So sorry.
It was Peter Young.
Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Peter was
but he spent most of his life in Jamaica. At one point, he was the accountant for Bob Marley and the Wailers and all of that. So
nice.
I've just seen it a bit. But I want to spend a minute just to say happy birthday to a dear friend of mine, an older lady. She turned 77 today, Dustley Redwood. Met her years ago when I joined Scotiabank.
Oh.
So today's her birthday, and I wish Dusty a happy birthday. Wishing her all the best.
How is she?
She's doing good. She's off.
So I said happy birthday.
Yes. I will.
I have a grandson. He will be 10 on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of 10 you
And
have
my best
been.
friend, her birthday was this week too. It was Thursday. Happy
It was
birthday,
nice to
Simone.
be.
She's in
It was
DC.
nice to be. It was nice to be in the hospital after him just born. It was nice to be there.
Oh, you were there when the baby
Butterfly.
born.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
nice.
Go on, Granda. You did drop down, Leo? Or you never in the delivery room, so you wouldn't drop
No,
down.
I wasn't in the delivery room. I never saw one of my kids born at all, and I wondered
You
what.
can withstand that. You know,
Yeah,
can't manage that. Them
I
things
would
are
have.
bigger than you.
Yeah, but I've did I feel enough. Men don't do well with that
Okay,
part
so
there. Because I remember.
okay, Canto.
I remember.
Oh, Lawrence, a great show.
And Johnny says her nephew's birthday is tomorrow, so happy birthday to your nephew,
Happy
Johnny. And
birthday,
thanks for the
and John's
condolences as well.
condolences.
Yeah, thank you much.
Well, it was a good show today. It's a
Yes.
pleasure to be here on Saturday.
Yes, it was Saturday morning well spent, and I have lots to look forward to. I'm going to finish my soup, and I've shared with you guys that Madre made Leo, if you're nearby, you can come. Madre made cornbread, and it is so good. I'm going to do some bacon. You can have that
That's
with it.
the real Jamaican cornbread.
No, this is good. Good. Look how it crispy and nice and brown on the edge, and the inside of it is soft and tender. Good cornbread, man. And for somebody who can cook, how you so particular?
Where you eat the cornbread?
I'm surprised
Anything.
Leah can't cook and even have restaurant. I think
Anything
you're
but
telling
higher,
lies.
but definitely higher in the help.
I think you're telling lies.
We can cook.
All right.
Lauren
Yeah.
says, bye, folks. Great show. Thanks,
Bye.
Paulette. Jesse, I didn't see you. But all of you guys have a great weekend. God bless you all.
Bye.